The FIFA World Cup 2022 had many unforgettable moments that would live on forever in people's memories and emotions. After the FIFA World Cup 2022, Argentina won the title of world champions. The tournament in Qatar was a great success, featuring some incredible football, especially in the championship game, which had everyone on the edge of their seats. The biggest moment in sports history may have been when Lionel Messi finally won the coveted championship. However, this World Cup surely had its magical and occasionally hilarious moments. Many of these events occurred off the field as well. Throughout the course of the tournament, spectators and broadcasters caught a variety of strange and amazing occurrences that could have otherwise gone unreported. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Hit the bell icon after subscribing to the channel if you are new here. Here are all the shocking World Cup moments from Qatar 2022 that you probably missed. Let's get to number 10. Number 10. Ecuador silenced the home support. With a lopsided 2-0 loss to Ecuador, Qatar's World Cup campaign got off to the worst conceivable start. However, things got worse in the stands when a fan from Ecuador was seen on camera boasting over the outcome and making the money gesture amid Qatari fans. When a close local supporter overheard the Ecuadorian encouraging the South American to calm, tensions appeared to reach a breaking point. Thankfully, a subsequent tweet verified that the two had made up and were amicable. Ener Valencia, the captain of Ecuador, scored both of his team's goals in the opening period of a lopsided match that turned out to be a damage control practice for Qatar on one of the biggest nights in the country's history. The match began after a vibrant 30-minute opening ceremony that emphasized inclusivity and humanity existing under one tent, which was hosted by Oscar-winning actor Morgan Freeman and featured prominent dignitaries like Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Number 9. The Netherlands in the nether regions. Senegal's Cheikhou Kouyaté experienced a forgettable second day of the World Cup. Not only did his team lose their opening match to the Netherlands 2-1, but a coming together with Dutch player Frenkie de Jong also left Kouyaté flat out on the field with a groin injury that made you wince. In addition, Kouyaté had to be replaced shortly after the accident because he had strained a muscle in the back of his leg. Number 8. One moment 64 years in the making. Wales's first World Cup in 64 years may not have been as successful as they had anticipated, but the team more than held their own against the United States in their opening match, encouraged by raucous fans. No one personified that better than Dinwin Morgan, who was shown in a viral video passionately singing the national anthem. In the middle of the game, she said, "I felt a few pings in my pocket, but I was a little taken back by the volume of notifications and especially their placements. There were teams everywhere in the stadium because this means so much to all of the supporters, not just mine." Number 7. A loss Argentina would never want to remember. Argentina entered the World Cup as one of the heavy favorites after winning the Copa America in 2021. Thus, their shocking 2-1 loss to Saudi Arabia after leading 1-0 at the interval was nothing short of seismic. For one group of supporters who celebrated the victory so raucously they ended up pulling off the front door, it was almost very literally that. OS.NX posted a video of the wild celebrations to TikTok, where it has already received over 7 million views. Number 6. A not-so-well-received fan reaction. To understand how one Australian fan reacted when he saw himself on the big screen during the Socceroos 4-1 loss to France, you didn't need to be able to read lips. The supporter's foul-mouthed reaction, which was evident to anyone watching, may not have been audible, but seemed startled at seeing his face in highlights. Socceroos supporter, who gained notoriety for saying, "Jesus, we're on fucking TV," re-emerges in Qatar following a humorous clip from the France game, yet adamantly states he is fine with his teammates. Number 5. Japan shocked Germany. In their opening encounter of the FIFA World Cup on Wednesday, Japan shocked the football world with a 2-1 victory over four-time winners Germany in a story of daring substitutions, ephemeral football, and a never-say-die spirit. Germany suffered their first loss in 26 games at the hands of the Blue Samurais. It also doesn't hold well for Germany to lose their opening game of the competition. It immediately made me think of their dismal performance at Russia 2018 and how they needed to play much better against Spain and Costa Rica to advance to the knockout rounds. Number 4. Morocco knock out Spain in group stage. Underdogs Morocco eliminated Spain to advance to the World Cup quarterfinals as the first African nation. After 120 minutes, the two teams had battled out a stalemate, with Spain controlling the ball more often but Morocco creating the better scoring opportunities prior to the Atlas Lions winning 3-0 on penalties. Portugal was the opponent for Walid Regragui's team in what would be new ground for them. Their best performance before this was a last 16 exit in 1986. After reaching the quarterfinals of Euro 2020, when they were similarly eliminated by Italy on penalties, Spain had high aspirations of repeating their World Cup success from 2010. But in the end, Morocco emerged victorious and knocked out Spain from the group stage. Number 3. Germany out of group stage. Despite defeating Costa Rica 4-2 in its final Group E match on Friday, the German national football team was eliminated from the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar. Given their status as a superpower in the sport and the abundance of great players on their team, it was a big surprise that Germany, a 4-time champion, exited the FIFA World Cup in the group stage for the second time in a row. The hurried departures have some intriguing similarities. At the 2018 World Cup in Russia, 2 extra-time goals by South Korea in the final group game eliminated Germany, and at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, another Asian team, this time Japan, was responsible for the defeat of Die Mannschaft. Number 2. World number 2 gets shocking end. With a 0-0 stalemate against Croatia to round up their poor World Cup run in 2022, Belgium ensured their early elimination from the competition. This was meant to be Belgium's golden generation's final major opportunity to leave their mark on the world stage, but it ended in heartbreaking disappointment. Croatia knew a draw would be enough to advance them to the knockout stages, and they were successful in getting the outcome they needed. Croatia finished runners-up in Russia when Belgium finished third, which was their best World Cup finish. Surprisingly, Morocco took the first position in the group after defeating Canada 2-1 to earn 7 points. Croatia finished second with 5, and Belgium took third with 4. Belgium was left lamenting the missed opportunities as their golden generation blew their final opportunity to win a trophy, while Morocco was celebrating one of the greatest days in their football history as they topped a group that included the second and third place teams from the previous World Cup. In fact, Belgium only managed to score 1 goal in their 3 World Cup games, and that was in the victory over Canada, a team that was a complete underdog. But Batshuayi's quick finish that day spared Belgium's face and secured them a 1-0 victory. However, they failed to score again throughout the competition, losing shockingly to Morocco and drawing 0-0 with Croatia. Since the majority of the players are in their 30s, it is quite improbable that this group of Belgian athletes would ever have another opportunity to compete for a trophy together. The youth-level group that held out so much hope ultimately went with a whimper and a first-round loss from the World Cup. It may possibly be coach Roberto Martinez's final game in command, along with a few other players. Number 1. Brazil's shocking exit and Neymar's emotional note. Brazil's participation in Qatar 2022 appeared to be the ideal opportunity, but everything fell apart when they were defeated by Croatia in the quarterfinals. The Europeans won 4-2 on penalties after the score was level at 1-1 in regulation. After 90 minutes of play, the score remained 0-0 until Neymar handed the South Americans the advantage. But when Bruno Petkovic scored an equalizer in the 117th minute, the game went to penalties, where Croatia's Dominik Livakovic put on a sterling display in goal. This was during their FIFA World Cup 2022 quarterfinal match at the Education City Stadium. Neymar, a PSG player, claimed in an emotional letter to supporters that he was immobilized for 10 minutes following Brazil's defeat at the World Cup. "My mental health is wrecked. This was undoubtedly the defeat that wounded me the most. It left me immobile for 10 minutes, and immediately after, I started sobbing non-stop. Unfortunately, it's going to hurt for a very, very long time. We battled to the bitter end, he wrote. Brazil was also eliminated for the 4th time in their previous 5 World Cup quarterfinal appearances. In addition, after defeating Germany 2-0 in the 2002 final, the CONMEBOL team has been eliminated from each of its last 6 World Cup knockout round matches against European teams. And that's the end of the video, guys. We hope you enjoyed these 10 shocking moments of the FIFA World Cup 2022. Which of these moments shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon for such amazing content. Till then, take care and see you all in the next video.